Have you ever rejected a proposal? I was sitting at home in my pajamas, munching on a bowl of popcorn and watching Netflix when my phone rang. I saw it was my best friend Lily, so I answered immediately with a smile on my face. She always brought a smile to my face, but her tone of voice wasn't her usual bubbly self. Instead, it was dark. "Did you hear?" she asked. "Hear what?" My voice was a little frantic because her tone scared me. I've never heard her sound so solemn before. She sighed into the speaker. "I'm so sorry to have to be the one to tell you this," she said, "but you need to know." I was starting to get hysterical as worst-case scenarios began popping up into my head. "What?" I demanded loudly. She sighed again. "Your boyfriend is cheating on you." My heart stopped for a moment before racing in my chest. I pressed a hand to my chest as tears filled my eyes. "You're wrong," I whispered. "No way, he wouldn't. I loved my boyfriend and he loved me. I was sure we would end up married one day. This couldn't be happening." "I'm not wrong," she insisted. "I literally just saw him in town with another girl, his arm around her, as they went into a jewelry store together. I have pictures as proof." My phone beeped with incoming text messages, and I pulled it away from my ear to see the pictures. They were blurry, but there was no mistaking my boyfriend with another girl. "I have to go," I muttered to Lily before hanging up the phone. I headed up the stairs to the bedroom I shared with my boyfriend and moved to the closet robotically. I began grabbing all of his clothes and throwing them onto the floor of the bedroom until there was a gigantic pile. Then I began tossing the clothes out of the window as anger finally filled me. I couldn't believe he was cheating on me. I continued dumping the clothes onto the sidewalk outside of the apartment, followed by his suits and shoes and jackets. I was tired afterwards from the crying. I was about to toss out his cologne and toiletries after that when he suddenly strolled into the bedroom with a smile on his face. The smile disappeared as soon as he saw what I was doing. "What the heck?" he cried, looking astonished. "What are you doing?" My tears fell in earnest and a sob escaped me as I turned to face him. "You're cheating on me," I yelled. "I know you are. I have the proof. Lily told me she saw you and another girl in town. How could you do this to me?" I pulled up the pictures and showed them to him. He stared at my phone for a moment before suddenly bursting out laughing. Once he started laughing, he couldn't stop. He doubled over, clutching his belly as he roared. I stared at him in shock. "I'm glad you find this so funny," I snapped. I stormed past him, but he grabbed my arm and spun me around to face him, the laughter gone from his face. "I'm not cheating on you." His voice was firm and unyielding as he stared into my eyes, pleading with me to believe him. "Then what were those photos?" I demanded sharply. He sighed. "I didn't want things to happen like this," he muttered to himself. "Do you remember me telling you my sister was coming to town this week?" I frowned. "Yes, I completely forgot about that," he nodded. "Well, she's staying at the hotel outside of town. I picked her up today to go shopping. That was the girl Lily saw me with. I was going to come here and grab you so the three of us can go out to dinner tonight." My frown deepened in confusion. "Why did you need to buy her jewelry?" I asked. He sighed again. "This is really not how I wanted to do this. I wasn't buying her jewelry. I was buying something really important. Something for us." My heart began racing in my chest. "What are you talking about?" He reached into his jacket pocket and pulled out a tiny box. Then he knelt on the floor and opened the box, revealing a gorgeous diamond ring. "I love you so much," he began. "I realized I didn't want to live my life without you. Will you marry me?" For a moment, I just stared at him. Then I shook my head slowly. "No," I said quietly, "because I know what your sister looks like. That girl in the picture is not her."